In this video, I put every single player back on the team that they were drafted by to see which team drafts the best players. Oh, and I would also like to note that this is Madden 23, but all the ratings are completely accurate. But yeah, let's jump right in. Okay, we are going to go through the rosters now. I'm just going to fly through it, just switch teams like this. Like, just quickly go through it all. You guys can pause the video when you see a team that you like, or you just want to see how good each team is, then just pause. But I'll put a time on screen of when I am finished with doing the roster, and you can just skip to that part if you don't really, if you've already seen the team that you want to see. But yeah. But yeah, that is all the rosters for all of the teams. Now, let's simulate this year and see what happens. We're going to sim to the playoffs. This is just going to be crazy. Okay. The Vikings went 8-9, but the Packers did win the NFC North. Let's see who won each division, what the records were, and then we'll look at the playoff standings. So AFC, Chiefs first, Jets second, 13-4. How did the Jets go 13-4? Isn't their QB like, oh yeah, no, Geno. Oh, Geno, oh my gosh. And then for the Titans, Will Levis, 13-4. Then the Ravens, 12-5, and they are a really good team. Then the Chargers in the 10th seed. Then the Dolphins in the 13th. Sorry, I meant, okay, in the fifth seed. The Dolphins in the 6th. Then the Raiders are in the 7th. And the final seed, yeah. Then it's just Jaguars, Steelers, Bills, whoa, that's crazy. Browns, Bengals, Colts, Texans, Broncos, and Patriots. Oh my gosh. How'd the Texans do so bad? They got such an upgraded team. Like, what? Then in the NFC, the Falcons get the number 1. Saints get number 2. Does not surprise me. Rams get number 3 with Jared Goff. That's crazy. Cowboys get number 4. Eagles get number 5. Packers get number 6. And the Panthers get number 7. Then the ones that didn't make it to the playoffs were the Buccaneers, Vikings. Can't believe the Vikings didn't make it. Lions, Commanders, 49ers, Cardinals, Seahawks, Giants, and Bears. Alright, so most of the teams that were expected to make it to the playoffs made it to the playoffs, and then there was only a couple unexpected or a couple, ones that should have made it that didn't. So let's look at these wild or just playoff matchups. Who's going to be facing who in the wild card? Okay, so the Jets are going to be facing the Raiders, Titans versus Dolphins, Ravens versus Chargers, Rams versus Panthers, Cowboys versus Eagles, and then Packers versus Saints. Okay, now we are going to see the stats on the year for every single player to see who led in each category. So for passing, Tua Tagovailoa gets 5,000 yards and is leading. Next is Josh Allen, then Mahomes, then Jameis Winston, and then Joe Burrow. Then for passing TDs, Aaron Rodgers leads with 49 TDs. Then Tua Tagovailoa has 45. Then Desmond Ridder has 45. Next, the player with the most interceptions, Kirk Cousins. That's like 2 TDs per pick. That is not the greatest. Same with Josh Allen, about 2 TDs per pick. Same with Jalen Hurts. Hendon Booker at 17. Russell Wilson at 17. Kyler Murray 17. Derek Carr 16. Just Matt Corral. What? He started ahead of Drew Lock. Okay, I guess he was signed for. Okay, whatever. They didn't even make the playoffs even close. They didn't even go anywhere close, so it doesn't really matter. It's only like 2 overalls anyway. Okay, next we will be looking at rushing. Derrick Henry, about 1,900 rushing yards. Then Christian McCaffrey with about 1,700. Then Breece Hall as a rookie, or actually for second year technically, 1,500 yards. Najee Harris 1,400, and then Jonathan Taylor 1,300. That's crazy. Then with rushing TDs, the leader is Derrick Henry with 20, then Josh Jacobs with 20, then Nick Chubb with 20. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay, receiving. Cooper Kupp went for 1,700 receiving yards. Mike Evans 1,500. Tyreek Hill 1,400. Oh my gosh. Keenan Allen 1,400, and then Devontae Smith 1,400. Then receiving TDs. Cooper Kupp had the most with 18, then Jalen Waddle with 18, then Keenan Allen with 15. Jarvis Landry had 15 and 1,300 yards. That is even crazier. Cedric Wilson, bro. Cedric Wilson got 1,300 yards and 15 TDs. What? Okay. That is just insane. Then the player with the most tackles in the NFL, Landon Collins with 152, then Eric Kendricks 144, then Miles Jack with 142. The most sacks were by TJ Watt. He breaks the record with 24 sacks. Von Miller got 20. Joey Bosa got 18.5, and then Felix Anudike-Uzomah, and then Micah Parsons. Oh my gosh, that is just a lot. Then interceptions. Teron Johnson leads with 8, then Marlon Humphrey with 6, then Levante David with 6. So some crazy stat leaders. Now to see how each playoff game goes. We aren't going to be watching them. I mean, we might watch the divisional or the championship ones, but we're just going to advance just by 1 week, see who won in the wild card, and then, yeah. Okay, let's see how each team did in the playoffs. Okay, the Jets beat the Raiders 34-28. The Dolphins beat the Titans 31-24. The Ravens beat the Chargers 41-24 in the AFC side. I mean, I can see the Ravens winning. I could see, yeah, I could definitely see the Dolphins winning that. And then I could also see the Jets winning that, because the Raiders, they have Derek Carr, but they don't really have any weapons. Like, they don't really have the greatest team. I mean, they have Amari Cooper, but yeah, they just, I would still think the Jets would win that. Okay, then on the NFC, the Rams beat the Panthers, so okay. Then the Eagles beat the Cowboys, okay. That's a crazy one, because if you think about it, the Cowboys, most of their weapons, most of their good players, they drafted themselves, but same with the Eagles, so I mean, and it honestly doesn't surprise me actually that much. But then the Packers destroy the Saints 34-7. The Saints are such a good team. They don't really have a QB, but the Packers 35-7. Oh my, or 34-7. That's just crazy. Okay, now we aren't gonna watch the divisionals, but we can watch the championships. Okay, let's advance to the conference championships. Okay, the teams that are in the conference championship for the NFC is the Packers and the Eagles. Now that's crazy. Then the AFC championship, Ravens and Dolphins. The Chiefs lost to the Dolphins. That's crazy. Tyreek Hill lost to the to his current team. That's crazy. Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, those three should have just outscored the Dolphins, but they couldn't. But I mean, the Ravens make sense that they beat the Jets. That just does not baffle me at all. Yeah, Eagles beat the Falcons, and then the Packers just dismantle the Rams. That's crazy. Okay, let's jump into these matchups. In the AFC Championship, Dolphins at Ravens. Let's see what happens in this one. Simulate to the end of the game. Dolphins are on the board first with a touchdown, then the Ravens responded with a touchdown, and then Dolphins respond with a touchdown. 14-7, Dolphins are winning. Then Dolphins score another touchdown, 21-7. Ravens score a touchdown, 21-14. Ravens score another touchdown, 21-21. It is tied. Let's see what the Dolphins do on this drive. They get a field goal. Now let's see what the Ravens do as a response to that. They get a field goal. Then let's see what the Dolphins do with this drive. They get a game-winning field goal. Oh my gosh. The Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Both championships, the game winners were determined on a field goal. That is insane. Okay, so Dolphins versus Eagles in the Super Bowl. I could see that in real life, like, and in this, that the Eagles could make it. But the Dolphins? I mean, they gotta... that's just... In this, they have a great defense. But in real life, they don't really. Okay, before we jump into the Super Bowl, we are going to look at these yearly awards. See who won what. Lamar Jackson wins MVP for the first time. Desmond Ridder got second. Oh my gosh. Then Patrick Mahomes, Tua, Jared Goff, and some other guys. Coach of the Year, Robert Saleh. Oh my gosh. Then Arthur Smith, then Nick Sirianni. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Lamar Jackson, does not surprise me. Then Derrick Henry, then Jalen Waddle, Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt, then Von Miller, then Joey Bosa. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Treylon Burks, who's really not a rookie. So, and then it's Pacheco, but he's not a rookie either. So the real Rookie of the Year is Devon Achane. Okay. Then Zay Flowers, then Michael Mayer. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Felix Anadike Uzama. Then Will McDonald. Then Tyree Wilson. Then Miles Murphy. And then Julius Brents. Then NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, and then Devontae Smith. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, Micah Parsons, and then Levante David. Jalen Carter got 4. Dang. Offensive Rookie of the Year for NFC, Desmond Ridder, but he's not really a rookie. So it really goes to Bijan Robinson. And then Hendon Booker. And then JSN. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Carter, which he's really a rookie. So, and then James Houston. And then Mozzie Smith. So some crazy players made it that just usually don't make it to those awards. Like Desmond Ridder, Lamar Jackson. Okay. In the Super Bowl, let's see what each team does. Simulate to the end of the game. Dolphins are on the board first, then it's the Eagles. Both got a field goal, 3-3. Then the Eagles get a touchdown, 3-10. Then the Dolphins get a field goal, so it's okay. And then the Dolphins get a touchdown, and then the Eagles get 3 points, and then the Dolphins get a touchdown, and then the Dolphins get 3 points. This is just, they're scoring so quick. My brain can't comprehend and say quick enough. So 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Eagles have the ball. They are down 10 points. Let's see what they do. They get a touchdown. Alright, now it's a Dolphins ball. Let's see how they do. They get a field goal. So now the Eagles just need to get a touchdown and they're up by 1 point. But they punt. Now the Dolphins have the ball. This is okay, and then they run down the clock. So the Dolphins win the Super Bowl. That is crazy. So the champions are the Miami Dolphins. I wouldn't say they're the best team because they drafted the best, but I mean, they proved it. In the Madden franchise, they proved that they're the best at drafting. 100%, yeah. Tua got 300 yards, 3 TDs, 0 picks. Player of the game. Probably got NFL MVP. Okay, well that is the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy, please like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. But yeah, I'll see you guys later and peace out.